I looked at this deck because it it helps to clarify some things that I'm thinking of. It seems a little bit off the wall, a little bit weird to some people. But after you do a few of them, you can always find a message that's pretty relevant to where you're at right now. If it resonates, that's great. If not, not a big deal. You don't really have to buy into all the spiritual stuff, but if you can find a message that's relevant to you from this reading, just remember that you stumbled across this video and you're listening right now for a reason. It's probably meant for you. So what's going to happen is I'm going to tune in. I'm going to still my mind. I'm going to shuffle the deck with a prompt in mind. And I'm going to feel out for a card that feels right. Pull that card out using my own intuition. I'm going to come up with a message from the card, and then we're going to read the actual inscription together in the book after I deliver a message intuitively. Okay? The whole thing is going to take about 3 minutes, and we shall begin. So the message that we're going to be asking about is, what do I need to focus on this week? I'm going to shuffle. This is going to be a 1-card pull. The message we got today is adjacent possibilities. There is a door coming out of the floor, doors up on the wall, doors in areas that we didn't expect. So the message that I feel from this is, this week what we're going to do is we're going to focus on looking in areas that we're not used to, looking in areas that we didn't expect for possibilities, for opportunities, talking to people that maybe we don't normally talk to, maybe going to an event or two that seems a little bit out of our comfort zone, and just showing up and seeing what the universe has in store for us at that destination, showing up to somewhere just because we're having a little nudge to go there, not necessarily having a plan in place, just being open to possibility and conversation and situations and new relationships, new connections that can come from looking in areas that seem super awkward or different. So that's going to be our focus today. Let's see what the message actually says. This is card number 24. So you can see it's not super, if you're new to Oracle decks, it's not really weird, right? It's just, it's another way to confirm a message, or to get a message, or to kind of break through somewhere that you might feel a little bit stuck, or you just want some other guidance in that might not be from a mentor or a coach, right? This is kind of you being your own coach, working with angels and working with other beings from the spiritual dimension. Adjacent possibilities. The theme is many unconsidered options. And because the card came upright, we're going to read the upright message. It's usually, Oracle decks are divided into upright or reversed positions, which come with a different theme around them. So the message today: sometimes the force of habit keeps you stuck and unaware of potentially healthier and happier choices at hand. Yet every moment gives you the option to open a different door and take a different course, whether it's in your thoughts, behaviors, or major life decisions. Unlike the indecision card, which indicates confusion and vacillation about which course to take, the adjacent possibilities card is here to tell you that you have many options, and it's time to take a wider look at things. As you consider the many life choices available, you'll feel more and more empowered and motivated to make the decisions that bring happiness, strength, and forward motion. In terms of your goals, this card could indicate unknown and previously unconsidered ideas. Perhaps there's a marketing tool you haven't thought of, a connection you haven't tapped, or even an entirely different direction that would be more suited to you. Be conscious, be aware, and be flexible and willing to take new and different action now. The affirmation for this card is, I am open and willing to take my life in new directions. I am becoming more aware of my many options for harmony and optimism in my thoughts and in all my choices each day. So this card is very relevant to me, as it usually is when you're doing a pull, because I am at a point in my life where I feel I'm a bit stuck. I feel like I've kind of hit a plateau in my career, I've hit a plateau in my passion, in my motivation, and I'm ready, and I'm actively looking at different opportunities. I'm looking into different locations. I've been on a few different trips where I'm exploring places that I didn't think I'd be interested in, and just being open to the flow of life, really, and challenging myself to just show up, just to only go to the next destination that I know I should be in, and seeing what's there for me. And a lot of the times, what's there for me is something I didn't expect. Just by following my own intuition on things, even if my logical mind doesn't feel like it's where I need to be, going with my gut, going with my intuition, and just showing up has consistently led me to the next thing. So this is a really good reminder for myself. One line that stands out for me here is, as you consider the many life choices available, you'll feel more and more empowered and motivated to make the decisions that bring happiness, strength, and forward motion. Perhaps there's a marketing tool you haven't thought of, a connection you haven't tapped, or even an entirely different direction that would be more suited to you. Be conscious, be aware, and be flexible and willing to take new and different action now. Yeah, an entirely different direction for me. Yeah, it's coming on a wave of some new interests that I've been exploring. I've been trying out some new tapping methods, EFT, emotional freedom techniques. I have another trip that I'm super curious about how it showed up on my doorstep. I'm going out to BC soon. Again, my mindset is just to be open. It's just to be open to different, it's to be open to new, and challenge myself to get uncomfortable, just for my own expansion. So that's the message for today. Adjacent possibilities. Stay open to new, stay open to different, and be willing to explore fully what shows up, even if it doesn't feel comfortable, especially if it doesn't feel comfortable. That's it for today. This is Julian Thomas, reporting to you live from some spiritual hippie cave in Canada. Peace.